Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Yeah, he knew y'all. He know. He be knowing y'all. Okay, this is new. Thank you. All right. How y'all? How y'all doing out there? It's always something new. He astonishes me. He in more with y'all than anything. Hey, did I tell y'all? Look, what's good, beloved? Welcome to the channel. Hey. If you can, don't hurt your fingers. Don't rack your brain. It might be a malfunction on my buttons, my like buttons and all that stuff, subscribe buttons. But if you can find yourself energy, like, you ain't gonna be able to comment. I don't let nobody and subscribe. And beloved, what I'm doing is I'm gonna open the comments up when I get enough subscribers. So to see I'm talking about, subscribe. And then I'll open them comments up. Real talk. I'll let you talk to me all day. Say what you need to say. Do what you need to do. You know what I'm talking about? All right, let's get to these videos. Let's get to what we do. What is it that you do? I wrote it down because you know you 56, bro. Shh. What I'm gonna get it right, y'all. Oh, share with the world, U.S. to the A. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna make a song out of that. Share with the world, to the U.S. to the A. All right, come on. Intro. Little short intro, yo, because I be lying to you. Got off on the right side of the bed. Was it the right? Would you get on the right side? Yeah, I was on that right. I was good. I was nice, stepped out. Feet good, was able to walk there, didn't tinkle on myself. You know, we don't talk about these things. Oh, folks, y'all don't be tinkling on yourself to the bathroom. Stop lying. You lying and stuff. But I ain't tinkle on myself, so that mean that GNC, my GNC supplement working and stuff like that. Oh, my stuff. I don't go through the bathroom. I ain't never went through the bathroom all through the night. All right, so that was just some health notes. All right, let's get to the meat and potatoes. Let's go. How y'all doing out there? Hey, I was had to get up, do some phone functions. I'm just like anybody else. I like my discounts. I like my, if I can get it cheap or do it better. Whoa, I like it. But, I don't trip off if I can't get it. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? But got up, I couldn't put some stuff in my phone, wouldn't let me put that DD214 in there. Cool, got it. Had to go inside, go up to the store in the shop. Be like, hey, help me out, Can you help me? I'm an older man, I know I don't look it, you know what I'm saying? I understand, youngins, I understand. But I need help. There's times I need help. And so the functions on the thing when working right off the bat, young lady, young, we talking young, person, I'll just say person. You didn't want to really help, right off the bat, tell her what to do. There's nothing we can do about it here. You have to call. Okay. You saying there's nothing you can do about it, but like I said, I do this for. This is what I do, y'all. Investigate. I do stuff like this, just off whim. But okay, cool. But I've been in this same place 4 times now, 3 to 4 times, and each time, 2 times they had to call customer or told me, well, we had to call customer, but they didn't put it on me. I'm already in the store. Let's call customer loan and we'll get this straight. We'll fix it. Above and beyond. I get it. No, not everybody gonna do that. I get that. But that's what I make the content for, is us young folks. That's disturbing because, what if I just say, okay, hey, I ain't got up this morning, drove, think I'm gonna get something accomplished and leave and disgruntled. Luckily, I sit outside and I just wait. Okay, you can't judge one person off of the whole company. Don't judge one person as the whole company. You learn that. Don't judge the company by one person's actions. Just say, I know how to put it a better way. So I sit in the car, disturbed, PO'd. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Left the thing, say, your quality of service, say, shh. I said that. Under my breath, walking off. Y'all know how it is. I'm older, know I shouldn't be combating with a younger one and stuff like that. So she, hurt that person, whatever. But I left, all right? Be on the phone with the young man, he fixed me up. Beyond just fixing me up, it's like, because you got to turn your paperwork in or get the information. You don't even get the information. You already know, what they dealing with. They know we veterans and stuff. So they understood when I told them the situation. And it was like that. He's like, you're right. Now, let's lead to another factor. Went to the gym yesterday, sitting in the sauna. We just talking about the behavior, the attitude, what we're dealing with. And I'm showcasing in this situation that I adhere to my peers, my elders, and those older who, in the beginning and, between time, said things and made statements, and I guess they thought I didn't adhere to it or believe it or whatever. It is what it is. But you have to, see, for example, for yourself, the disturbances and that. So many were saying, these young folks, they ain't like that, they ain't you know what I'm saying, this, that, woo, woo. Now, I can't press on that because that's what the generation that raised us said. And the generation before them, that's what they said. See what I'm saying? So then if I say that, then it's a redundant, repetitious type thing that we're allowing this to be like this. You understand what I'm saying? So no, I won't allow myself to put that on these young folks, because it ain't all of them. It ain't. Just because I meet one, I can meet 2 or 3 just beautiful and doing their thing, and will break their back to help an older folk out or somebody mature than them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday went in and was in the sauna. Was in there pretty good building. We talking, got some older folks. It's pretty nice up in there. There's about 10 folks at least, right? At least 2 saunas, one they across from each other, right? Come out, well, a young man come out, he's about 6'4", weigh about, I say cat daddy would look about 245, 250. He wasn't fat, he was thick, not a fat guy, thick. When he's trying to lose weight, you can always tell in the gym when when we got a weight test or something like that, because the sauna be packed like a mother, and everybody got all, when you go there just for the normal, you got your little clothes, you know what I'm saying? When you go in there, it's weight loss time, put everything on. Come out the closet with everything. Okay, cool. It's understood, you know what I'm saying? But safety precaution, watch this. Young man come out the sauna, and he about to faint. Cat daddy about to pass out. So he got his NCO there, young one. And, he there. And he's wobbling. The young NCO, I'll back up. Before that, I'm actually in the sauna, and me and another elder who came in 82, right? I came in 92, so he's an elder to me. We talking about this kind of stuff. This is what we talking about. Not just that, but we just military, you know what I'm saying? And how you feel about this, that I'm trying to get assessments with, we feeling it. Okay, cool, it working. To come to this and see it for the example. So he passing out wound. I say, so the young man, his NCO ain't being assertive enough, because here's somebody about to pass out. Dehydration. Now, this is how I looked at it. He's not listening to the E5. E5 saying, sit down, drink water, He not listening. He not listening, beloved. This is what he want to do. Watch this. When I seen that after a while, I see that, okay, cool. My thought process, Sean, retired first sergeant, watch this. That young man died or go in any type of cardiac arrest, anything right now in here. And out of the 10 folks that's in this place, you theoretically understanding that who is it that go put on all this stuff now? Leaders, stripes, NCOs, more than soldiers. Why? We older, a little bigger, da-da-da. Whoa, whoa. And when I looked around, that's what it was, older. Sometimes, watch this, pay attention. That soldier have a problem in this thing, dang, you think this it's not gonna be no investigation? Who all was in there? Who all seen? Who all assisted? Well, nobody moving. Everybody was still inside. E5, trying to handle his head. I stepped out. Whoa, whoa. You don't want to listen. Hey, listen here. Grabbed him by his waist a little bit. Look at me. Look at me. You got to listen. Your pride messing with you right now because you got people looking at you and you about to pass out and you know it. Sit down. Sits down. Still, though, being real rebuttal. See what I'm talking about? After I even said, I'm a retired first son. Been here, done that. Master fitness. This ain't nothing new to us. I done passed out. Listen to me. Just listen to me. And I'm talking to him like this because you got to understand first aid, got to calm the pace, right? Sit him down, kind of drink water, sip some water. He ain't hearing none of this stuff. You know what this young man said? I got to lose weight, son. I can't make this up, beloved. I got to go back in the sun. I got to lose weight. Y'all know me. I'm gonna fuck. What I'm gonna lie to you for? That's when the switch flipped inside my head. It's bigger than this, bro. I'm gonna lead you somewhere. This will be a little longer video to help you understand why I understood what he was talking about. I said, yeah, that's true. To stay in this man army, you want to, yeah. But you ain't gonna be able to lose no weight if you did, son. And he just looked at me. Right then it clicked. If you did, ain't none of this gonna be. So he listened to his NCO, calmed himself down. I said, hey, you gotta get him out of here. He can't go back in now. And if you do, I know the recourses to take. I ain't stuck on stupid. Everybody got a boss. I might not be in, but I know they'll listen to some stuff. Heat exhaustion in the sauna and the soldier passing out ain't gonna look good. So he left. Point, let's get to it. Why did that strike me so like that? All my life. All my life. All my life, you been a little husky cat. Who ain't? Look, who ain't? All my life, mama had to go shopping huskies and da-da-da. All my life. All my life, my child had to go shopping huskies. All my life. Ain't changed. All my life, I've been watching, have to go shopping husky. You husky. You husky, why? Because, like I told, hey, like we learning, like we going about. When the scales, military, let's talk about it. When the military first established itself, you wasn't a part of the military. You wasn't part of the military. So when it started itself with weighing, taping, and doing all that, I wasn't a part of the military. My indigenous folks and black folks, whoever what you want to call them, wasn't part of the military. And other foreigners and stuff that, you know what I'm saying, wasn't part of. You wasn't part of that. This is we're gonna base these tests and stuff off this example of what we do with these groups of people and stuff. You weren't a part of it. Like the Tuskegee, you know what I'm saying, experiment with syphilis and stuff like that. We was a part of that. See how that go? All right, so let's go. So as the military birth, 1774, whatever that, I don't believe that's when they did a tape scale and all that there, but as it birthed, kept going and going in, it was not exclusive for, you know what I'm saying? So it built its energy off just a certain group of people. I don't have to spell it, you know it. Okay, so now a certain big group of people can come in and da-da-da. Do you change? No, it don't change. It stays with same tired program. It just changed. Talk to the beloved. It just changed. It's confusing because it just changed the APFT, PT physical program we do. Mr. Victor was able to tell me about it. He said, yeah, they changed it. I didn't really know. He said, and he was like, I don't understand. It don't make sense. Circuit training, We already was doing circuit training, gorilla training, all that. So we do all that stuff geared up for the actual PT test. 2 miles, sit up, push up. That test everything. That let us know everything. See what I'm talking about? But like he said, civilians came in, infused this in, and Army was like, and it's I understand it, and I think he does. It's for the youth, because it's what the youth do. Circuit training, So I get it. I'm not tripping off of it and everything else. But what I'm showing you is we can change APFT test and all that stuff. We can change uniforms, gears, and all that stuff. But look at the scale of testing the body fat mass and all that. Watch this. Watch this. Stay with me. Why that's important? You're looking at somebody who was affected by it heavily, and you wouldn't even know it. Like one of the beloveds say, yeah, I know I look good all my life, and that ain't no, nothing at it. I can be at any weight, and Sean gonna make it happen. Just as long as I ain't too big where I can't walk in my knee, you know what I'm saying? But any weight, I do me a nice. But when I'm low like this, in my opportune way where I want to operate, man, come on. Now, ever since I entered that military, I came out of college, beloved, football star. Own that. NAIA. It wasn't fat nothing about me. Matter of fact, when I went into AIT and basic training, you know what the fools told me? I ain't gonna lie. Drill Sergeant Merle. Love him to death. I didn't know that's who I was seeing over here. Drill Sergeant Merle. What's good, bro? That's 92, beloved. He come around. I didn't know that until I had to put that face together. So anyway, him and Krug, you know you had some good drill sergeant when you know him, when you remember. Drill Sergeant Merle and Drill Sergeant Krug, and they had another drill sergeant. He was an E7. He would steal money. But anyway, he was gambling. Anyway, whatever. They upset me when the NCOs abuse their position. But anyway, anybody. Them both say, he ain't gonna. You ain't gonna be able to run no, because I'll get up there like I'm finna go. And I was. But watch this. They didn't know. They thought he a sprinter. Because very athletic. Getting there, very sprinter and stuff. My thighs, Errol Campbell type. Not like his, but thick, big calves. I had big legs and stuff. So, they're like, he can't run no. He ain't finna do nothing. His thighs finna rub, and he too big. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. I had determination, yo. Because the thing was, they didn't understand. I wasn't fast. I wasn't Deion Sanders fast. I wasn't Darryl Green fat. I was running barely a 4.79 best. 4.6 maybe. One time, with barefooted, had to take the shoes off. And you can't play football barefooted. So I wasn't fat, but I was quick, and I would hit. I'll run into anybody. It didn't matter. You better ask somebody. So like, nah, he ain't even outrunning them fools that they pick. For sure. Now, so I tell you that because that's how I was in shape. I was good, but had to get taped. What does tape mean? Means that you don't meet the body weight standard of the scale, so you're over. So what they do now is, because you're over the scale, military scale, what you're supposed to be in between, you're over. So now you go over in this category. You're not considered fat by the scale you are, but we go over here and tape you to see what your body fat mass is. See what I'm getting at? And when they do that, you way under. So what's making your body mass be over? It's not fat. You got a bigger thighs, hips. See how this go? Stuff that the average back then, ain't no curves. See what I'm talking? Now, Why can I tell you for a fact that this is factual? Married to 2 military females. Married to 2 military females. First one, no issues. She was small, petite. Yeah, no issues. Second one, had all of them. Chest, not fat. And then being with them, knowing what they got to go through and not helping them, you know what I'm saying? Knowing all the work, yeah, it's facts. So it's not conducive to African American. I'm gonna be honest with you, Black American. It just ain't. So when that young man was saying that, flashback, you understand them? Yeah. I just can't let you die on my watch, bro. I know what you're fighting against. You trying to ensure you don't get kicked out this man's army. You see change going and da-da-da. See what I'm talking about? Same thing, beloved. Now I even take you even further. Acts of bulimia. Throwing up, eating and throwing up. Because I want to be successful. I'm going to make it. Nothing going to stop me. It's real. Go on deployments and stuff. Last 2 deployments. Best place for diet and getting shit on. I'm E7. I know I got my ERB filled in. I done did every school, all kinds of stuff, da-da-da. I done doing it, yo. Only thing, just make sure that DA photo looking nice. I told y'all, remember I told y'all about that. DA photo, why we learned some tricks. Trick of the trade, now watch this. How else you understand how to do this? So your cheeks will come in. Other NCOs, sergeant majors and stuff like that. Why? Why you know how to do that? Why they teaching you that to do that? Because they was going through the same thing. They ain't have to tell me. How you know? Give me more evidence. Oh, because, all right, this last Afghanistan walk, one of my fellow workers, all right, worked up under me. Mutual kindness done. Play bad. We coming in. Just, I don't even know how it came about, but we just on the same page. Like, yeah, I do too, man. After I eat, and you know, if I eat a big meal, da-da-da, yeah. It's just reality, yo. Right, V? I'm gonna say your full name, bust you out. Valar. But, Pantix, Filipino. So, and I could do that because that's somebody I know that in them cornflakes, yo, for sure. All right. Our reality. I bring it forward because there's no doubt more than what I even suspect, all right? And it's dangerous. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. When I look back, would you say you do it differently and stuff? No. I own it. I'm not ashamed of what I did. I promise on everything. I understood my risk and everything on that. And I was like, I'm willing to do that so I can get up here, right? Because my idealism is, you see what you're going through, go get that shot, man. Go try to make that song major or something. Make something up there where you can facilitate this need for change. You see what I'm talking about? Because we killing soldiers. Yeah. We facilitating, helping killing soldiers because we won't advance past an old scale, but we'll advance everything else around that stuff. But that scale right there, now I ain't saying move it where it's easier and no. But where these young folks, you know what I'm saying, it makes sense. It makes sense. That it makes sense. The next thing is, I sat there and I looked at that young man, I was like, damn, bro. You're a soldier I would love to have. Yeah. Yeah. 2 months ago, I was in Navy Federal. Young soldier coming out the field. I love talking to them, man. Love just seeing what they're about, because it'll tell me stuff. It'll tell you figure out. You've been with them so much, you just can't. You that animal, whether you out or you see what I'm talking about. He hot. He walking out the Navy. He about to break the door. What's up, young dog? What's wrong? Army ain't treating me right. F the Army, man. I'm like, oh, Lord. What wrong? Army ain't shh. Why you say that? Man, people don't care about you. Them people don't care about nobody. NCOs don't care about nobody, da-da-da. And I'm like, I bring this up because, these are some of the topics we was talking about yesterday, me and the elder in the different generations. Yeah, but in the military, like I told him, yeah, we could say that too, because the generation before us said the same thing, but that don't mean we lowered the standards. If anything, we upheld the standards even higher because of where we came from. You got these World War veterans and World War II and veterans that run around here honorably, that live through things, and then you in there, and how dare you, it get easier, but you make it, put a stain on it. Make it dull, like luster, No pride. But then I go back and I say, well, why, Sean? Why you think they feel like, why do you think that you ain't got no initiative? They ain't got no oomph in them, you know what I'm saying? Well, like you said, you took the stress card, you can't yell at them no more. And it's nothing about yelling. You can't be that beast that we supposed to be, to let that soldier know, hey, look here, I am no different than your mother and father. Other than you have an independence. But I'm here to help build that independence into initiative and leadership and all kinds of things in there, so that when you lead this thing, you're a machine itself. You're working, boom. I don't need nothing. Ain't nothing you can't accomplish. That's how we try to do it when we lead that army, you know what I'm saying? For so many. Ain't nothing you can deal with the army. Shh, come on now. Come on now. Ain't nothing you can, because the army ain't about but show up, have patience, and can you learn? And you can do them things, shoot, you winning. You gonna win. But watch this, lead to it. One of the other stripes, we sit up there and we give the officer side, I'm enlisted, the officer side, they get them perks and retirement and all that stuff. Nice. Get a percentage. What's over on the enlisted side? Folks over there getting treated like a Hebrew slave. So tell what you get when you get, some of them soldiers don't even know what they get when they retire, if they retire, because it's not conducive to take initiative to retire, stay in the army, make it a career. Ain't nothing at the end for them. I'm saying something. Ain't nothing at the end for them like it was for me and so many. I get it. We ain't got the money and da-da-da, but we got money to do all kinds of stuff. We ain't got money to take care of them enlisted, to ensure they get, when they make 20 years, hey, okay, we might not be able to take care of you for the rest of your life like your predecessor before you and stuff, but just like these officers, you gonna get a percentage, 20% of this, whatever, and we're gonna give you 10, 20,000 so you can start a business or whatever, something credible for that. When they make it past that 20, it don't look like they working for crumbs and peanuts, because that's what they doing right now. And that's why that young man was like, see what I'm talking about? And so many, when I talk to him, what's your retirement? What it look like? And you know the first thing they look at? Oh man, so old dog, they take care of them officers still, but see what I'm talking about? And I tell you right now, it ain't them officers that make that army stand. It's the enlisted. It's that E1 to E9. And more down to it, it's that E1 to E7. I'm telling you. Because when you make Master Sergeant, hey, go on, sit on your butt, bro. You part of the biggest gang in the world. You make that E7, you're a shoe-in. Supposedly. So yeah, it's getting attacked over there. Just like the power structure was taken away from the non-commissioned officers. That's another thing we was talking about in there. Non-commissioned officers. We wake them up, we feed them, we boom, make sure we take care of them and put them to sleep. And I know to some of y'all like, damn, not like they babies. No. You gotta understand. We in there to be the mothers of young men and women who need that in dangerous times, who need us to teach and train them and all that kind of stuff, so that when we collectively do this, we good. But if some type of separation or that, listen to me. So then we go over there and one of them get caught, we ain't got no bird dog. Some of us, somebody over there making us look silly because they got captured, and then now they want to join somebody else. And do it happily. Them ain't our standards. But I got an officer. I talk direct now. Kinfolk. Right, Zen? I seen your photo. I just, seen it up there. Scorpio. A lot of assets you used. Poison the well with a lot of your nonsense. That's what I'm getting at, beloved. Why I'm bringing this up, because this is the stuff that majority of officers want to put their energy into instead of the stuff I'm talking to you about. And the reason why, because that ain't their lane. They can't talk to you about that lane. That lane teaches that lane. That lane grooms that lane. They took that out that lane. What? The backbone. The military pride itself on non-commissioned officers. Your movie Glory with Denzel and Freeman in there. Morgan Freeman played your first sergeant major of the Army. Pride. Not no more. I'm going to tell you why I think and what I see. I'm going to tell you something, what I see, what I know. I was an anomaly like this young man. God is good. Spirit is so beautiful, bro. Sis, let me show you this. You know I ain't walking in no empty space of understanding because it's fulfilling right now. Run into a young man yesterday. He run, I said, dinner's a win. Look, dinner than $1 bill. Dinner than $1 bill. Said, bro, where you going? How much you weigh? He like, he knew he's there. He's like, what was up? I say, boy, God, I bet you fast. I bet you can just go. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking in my mind, boy, I love to get behind you on a PT test as a rabbit. You can take me, you know what I'm saying, leave a good 10-minute mark, and then I'll drop you off after the 10 minutes, because I ain't going the whole, you know what I'm saying? You ain't finna burn my heart out. I just need you for that 10 minutes, and then I'll get the next 2 minutes and, get my thing. That's why I look at them like that. Most of them say, I like, boy, that'd be a good little rabbit right there to run behind. But I say, yeah. He say, no, I really can't run. I really can't run, Lord. But I can run. I say, what you running about? 14. I say, boy, if you don't, boy, hell, I'm your rabbit. I'm your rabbit right now. But anyway, me laughing. I say, what you do, what you into? He's 12 Charlie. I'm say, what's going on? Man, I came, carrying the army is E3. Oh, you got college? Yes, sir. Oh, thank you, Most High. So my groom and my, boom. Hey, bro, came in, E3, college, 3 years, boom. My example, right? Sit there, boom, he's soaking it. So, and things I'm talking about that he should know, don't know. I'm saying something. How long you been in, bro? 8 months, okay. You know about this, you know about corresponding courses, do you know about your retirement, stuff like that? Nah, ain't nobody talk to me. You talking about y'all ain't got no in process initiation, da-da-da? Come on now, don't lie to me. You sat down in there and the NCO gave you information, da-da-da, right? Da-da-da. No, we just come to the welcome, yeah, boom, here, boom, by room, this, that, da-da-da, yeah. Okay, cool. Makes sense. It's like the less you know, that'll be another. So, I'm giving them the skinny and da-da-da, you came in, boom, boom. Hey, bro, you're ahead of your peers right now. You don't know it, all right? That's probably why they didn't want you to, they didn't say nothing, because it's like, let's say. But you're ahead of 75% or 80% of your peers. You got 3 years of college. Them points, them register points. And you need to ensure that your rifle, everything you do, put it at the highest level that you can. This stuff gets on an ERB. You put it on an ERB, get placed on there. When you go to the board and stuff like that, you'll be graded, da-da-da-da-da-da. When you go to the board, you'll be ahead of your peers because you got 50 to 100. Well, I had 739 points based off, so going 6. So you'll have already 6 something. I don't know the pay scale right now, but if it was, he'll have well over the amount of points ahead of his peers. Why'd I say peers? Because you compete with your peers in that military for jobs, for the rank. You can't, every 12 Charlie can't make E5, E6, E7 at the same time. It just ain't finna happen. Who gonna be the Indians? Who gonna be the E5? Who gonna be the, see what I'm talking about? So you competing right there, all right? So you want your ERB and your sheet and you looking better than your partner. That's just what up. That's why you ain't got no friends in there. You got associates. You got battle buddies. You ain't got no friends. Saying something. It's different. So, giving them that skinny and stuff like that, telling them, hey, look here, apply yourself, all right? What's gonna happen is they didn't give you no information. Watch this. I'm trying to tell you something what happened to me. Watch this. They didn't give you no information because you already had and they know this. You think they don't know? It happened to me. In Fort Sill, they knew. Stack, points, everything. Get out there, PT. God, dog. Tell him how much he hit. Heck no. Cuz even working with me. Teach me my job? Heck no. You drive a boo-boo. I had to go scheme on the outside with Hermelio and go to the USO thing, and he teaching me off the cut. He converted 13, then we converted 13 Bravo. Imagine that. But he wouldn't let me fail. Shell, come over here. So I tell you that because for 2 years, I ain't know nothing about my job, FDC. Other than charts and darts and stuff like that. But while we shoot that round, how do we get that stuff, woo. Hermelio taught me. When he started seeing, yeah, they don't want you to learn. They don't want you. Not you. You out here grooving on that PT, bro. You out here shooting that weapon like it ain't nothing. You out here, when nobody even telling you, out here calling cadence and da-da-da. You gotta understand, you're a 13, he told me, you're a 13 Delta. You anomaly, bro. 13 Deltas ain't supposed to be strong like this. I'm trying to tell you something. So when I got to Germany, after 2 years get to Germany, I already gave that video story and stuff. NCO seen it and stuff. Son Francis was like, not on my watch. You ain't gonna fail, not on my, matter of fact, you wanna gonna be my strongest, see what I'm talking about? And he turned me into that. Ran all the soldiers, all of them, let's go, woo, woo. Even Robinson, who was more ranked than me. So, that's why I put the energy in that young man, because I say, no, not on my watch. You're gonna know what I knew what I didn't know, I'm gonna give it to you right now. And he's soaking it up. Soaking it up. Smart cat. To the point where that, you know, when these cats, they listening and they know and they love what you're doing, because then I go make my content. Y'all seen the waterfall. No, ain't chasing waterfalls. I ain't chasing no waterfalls. I'm gonna sit in them like, no chasing waterfalls. And I'm making my content, standing there doing it. After I make my content, he playing basketball, came back in, going back out. Thank you, Sarge. Thank you, Big First Sarge. I just told you, made the video, half the video about the young folks, their attitude. See what I'm saying? So you get your ones and twosies, but you get your many others that's gonna recognize somebody caring about them. So I was like, that's what it leads to. A lot of these young folks are the way that they are because nobody cared about them. I gotta own it. And then you listen to these young folks and you coincide on YouTube and some of these platforms, and they speaking it. People didn't care about me. Folk didn't care about stomp on me, treat me like this, da-da-da. Didn't care about. So you wonder why I do this and do that, or I'll take this money and I'll do this and work in, because shit's all about self. And nobody care about nobody, nothing. Wrapped up in a beautiful dang Christmas bow, ain't it? Or expo, whichever one you want to look at it. Some of us don't celebrate Christmas. Christmas is an everyday thing. Like now, I'm doing Christmas right now, giving. TLC, boom. Stop off with the last, I'll leave right there. So we doing this hour pool piece, y'all. So many continue to pick out. I ignore it. I just keep going because I understand my mission, who I am, my purpose. Everything gonna do what it do. If I needed a dime, a nickel, and this and that, if I was, pressed and all that stuff, then I could understand what some of these people saying. But I do this generally off the cut because I know it's helping so many, and I know that they don't understand that higher than high listen. And I guess that's it too. They do understand, because they can come out and say, it's time to stop sharing with everybody. It's time that you look out for yourself. And when you start being my daddy and mama, maybe it's time for you to start living your own life and get on about your business. Because I'm living my life. I ain't in nobody personal lane. Nobody. Nobody. I don't go get up and personally go watch no personal body about their personal business, but nah, damn about your personal business. I care less about all that. It's about this content that we push out here, society collectively. I don't care about people personal stuff. I work with us to help you work towards that, to be a better person and stuff, if that's what you need. We are in that therapy, counseling, and fools out here need straitjackets era. You know what I'm saying? Doing crazy things, but they want to call you crazy because you combating against what seems to be crazy. But make all sense in the world. It got to make sense. People wouldn't be driving around you. People wouldn't be looking in your car like as if they need a ride. And they car better than yours. People wouldn't be worried about what you getting and what you ain't getting and da-da-da and what's working and da-da-da. What you worried about what's working for? What you doing it to come around to see what's working? Ain't nothing working for you. Not against me. It ain't going to. You know that. So, beloved, all in all, we keep going. Always. Ain't nothing gonna stop. We ain't gonna stop. Success. How you measure it? By people's actions. By what we're seeing, by the movement. By the universe adhering with the galaxy that we in. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. By thrive to be better with each other. Ain't nobody fighting out here. Nobody pulling guns. By the content that so many continue to make, yeah, we got a lot of exposure going on and stuff like that. But at the same time, we're using it for examples on how we can do better, and you know, the shoulds and should nots and things like that. You know, so much understanding even more that, you know, I am who I am. I'm gonna be the best at what I do, who I am, Sean. Ensuring that it don't hurt nobody, harm nobody. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? I'll continue to say, like I said, the beloved, beautiful one. You know, I want to make sure, because I listen, but I, you know, sometimes I can miss some things. Just reversals. That's it. Reversals. Just reversal. Reversed it. Reverse everything that they doing to me, because like you said, that go off. Like you said, we don't practice in that. I Ouija boards, this, that. Can we? The question is, can we? You should ask yourself, can we? Yeah. You need to really, many of y'all really need to ask that, you know, examine that and analyze that. If those of us who you've been watching, keeping eyes on, knowing who we are, God sent, divine energy, if we chose to operate in the same energy you operated, it'd be worse. This whole thing would be worse. But because we choose to have faith, because we choose to believe, and we believe and have faith that Most High, if I lean on you with this, for this, and this, and accept what I got coming for me and who I am and the destiny you already have laid out that yellow brick path for, if I adhere to that, am I good? Yeah. If I adhere to wanting it fast, easy, quick, backstab, stomp on, manipulate, kill, steal, and destroy, am I good, Most High? No, son. I don't even have to answer the question. You already know the answer to it. Look through your history of time of those who did that. How far did they go? Look at the percentage who operated in that energy. How does it pan out? Too many in prison, Most High. Too many dead too early. And everybody and their mama knew they had much more to give the world. Too early, Lord. Too much selfishness. Too much selfishness. So we work. Continue to work. Continue to work. So many of us will get the world to in the tune of it's already happening. I.e., example, love listening to me some Ticket, and so many of y'all that put it in a way where that we could turn the TV off, the new, and young lady, I'm going under the comments to see, because it's the new thing that came out, that new episode, documentary, cool, and they talking about it. Young lady say, in the comments said, Ticket, I was actually watching, pay attention, beloved. I was actually watching the documentary. Your alert came on my phone. I turned that off because you more entertaining and bring it more better than the documentary. You go, Ticket, documentary, the last Diddy one, whatever. You go up under there. She said that. So I'm thinking, if she's saying that, it ain't 1, 2, 3, 4. You see what I'm talking about? This is where we getting at. The strong divine energy out here that can influence in such a way, move humanity in the right way. But it's gonna be collectively though. See what I'm talking about? Cause I ain't got no problem up in Ticket and anybody else out there in a positive way doing it like this in the right way. We might not be getting along in some ways. You might not like me, my habits. I might not enjoy your look or whatever. Whatever holds us up. But what I won't do, me, I ain't gonna hold none of my personal grievances hang up this beautiful movement that help us move past so much BS. See what I'm talking about? That help us bridge, that's helping us bridge gaps with our never ever in a lifetime accomplishment, bridge gaps with youth, middle, elders. A little bit on the same page. A little bit. Wanting to understand each other. Working to understand each other. Working to bring the walls down. Working to bring the color barriers down. Working to expose the cultures so we can be, more prideful individually on our cultures. I'm proud to be an Indian. I'm proud to be Chinese. I'm proud to be Mexican. I'm proud of that. But then at the same time knowing where you at. I'm in America. Whoever this is, proud, and I'm a citizen celebrating in here with a collective mixture of everybody. And I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. You get a pie. You get a piece. You get what you need. This is where we at. The naysayers, y'all know how I feel. I had naysayers all through what I've been doing for 3-4 years now. Come on. You can't do this. You ain't gonna be able to rap. You ain't gonna be able to, what? Huh? Where we at, naysayers? Only thing I ain't been able to accomplish because the man-made hold, the man-made mess with my Wi-Fi, the man-made mess with my bank account, the man-made every time I do something, big wig. Not being able to successfully turn this into money, revenue. That's the only thing. And then Chris Brown talked about it, right? He sang a song about it. Let me get that revenue. See what I'm talking about? So money being made, I'm making money, it's just not coming to me. See what I'm talking about? Everybody else who's elite, heavier, see, I can take your money. I can move, I can shift your mail. So all these opportunities and stuff that they've been sending you for, because I know many of y'all been wanting, man, he the one. Yeah, I want to work, yeah, I know. But they've been, y'all, at one point in time, y'all didn't think, you know what I'm saying? Y'all thought I was lying, yeah. But this is what they call, and this is what they call shadow banning. This is what they call, y'all get it. The only thing in the Matrix that it didn't show us is that, you didn't see Neo getting cloned and all that kind of stuff. You see what I'm talking about? That's the only thing they missed out on that. So beyond that though, hey, give yourself a holiday clap. Cause you here, you made it. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the things, the measurements. What's the measurements at the end of the year? I made it. I made it to the end of the year. Some people didn't make it. Some people ain't gonna make it to the next year. You see what I'm talking about still? You know what I'm talking about? I know it's hard for to say, but it's just our reality. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. And God go. You know what I'm saying? Burp. But we continue to work. We continue to work. You know what I'm saying? Continue to work. As long as I'm here, I'm gonna continue to work this, all right? It ain't work to me. I love it. It ain't work to me. Let me get my coffee on. Let me get Duke over here so he can get his little play on, walk on, run on and stuff. Yeah, I get up in the studio. Y'all know the deal. Get up in the studio and stuff. Get to keep writing on this book and stuff that I'm gonna. We probably gonna get that book released like yeah, look at that book. Mid next year. Mid next year I'm gonna get volume. It's gonna be thick too. It's gonna be thick. So I called it. Don't worry about it. And like, you don't tell the left hand what the right hand at. Don't worry about it. Them fools ain't gonna be around. I'm trying to tell you something. This is right on time. Love y'all. Inner love. Keep finding your peace. Keep finding your peace. You know what I'm talking about? This peace. This part of peace. Big time. Big time part of peace. Nature. Because nature gonna tell you if you're doing right. See how I get up on you and stuff? Nature gonna tell you. Nature gonna tell you. Nature gonna show you some I do some things sometimes, y'all. And I swear I like, dude, is you human? Last night, I ain't lying, last night I came in, I was cooking, doing something in the back. I came in and he all on the pillow like I'm there. I had left the laying there. I know it is, they like the heat, they get in that body, but the way he laid in there, it was like my little dude. And I was like, head all on the pillow, eyes towards the computer, looking at the computer. Foolish, you over here watching Scooby. See him? Y'all see him? Look. Yeah. I'm gonna get on that app. One of y'all beautiful ones said they got that pup app or something like that. I'm gonna get it. I just gotta find it. I'm gonna get on that, right? Don't let this dog be watching stuff. I'll turn that on all day. Go on, get you on there. I want to see the dog start talking. Y'all dogs start talking to y'all. Don't be surprised. If they'll sit up there and watch stuff, yeah. I swear. Beautiful time. Beautiful time. Love, peace, and everything for y'all. For my divine bodyguards, divine watchers, divine oracles, divine supreme beings out there. You know who you are. Real ones that don't play with it. You know what I'm talking about? I know we didn't turn this into an entertainment thing, theatric and stuff like that. Entertainment. Everybody want to jump on board now. Everybody. But for those who y'all ain't been doing it for that though. You know what I'm saying? You really honestly in this, to be in this, because you care about your society and how it moves. You care about your kids, you know what I'm saying? Your children is the future, you know what I'm saying? You care about that. You care about these babies that's gonna start coming out and doing things, and you wanna see it too, you know what I'm saying? You wanna be magical too. You wanna be magical? Baby, let me tell you something. The only way this society gonna turn into a magical society is we start doing right by the youth. I promise on everything. Once we start doing right by the youth, start doing right by nature and stuff like that, watch most high work miracles for us. I'm talking to the divine energy. We can carry the other set, the 50 or whatever set that want to be demonic and da-da-da. You don't worry about that. God's overshadowing, because what God want to do is, in front of them, want to show, I own this. All praises to the Most High. Love.